Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and it is a Friday. Good to have you with us. It's hashtag Finally Friday, hashtag Film Friday, and we've got a very special guest coming your way on this Friday. And Randy joining me as my co-host. Did I mention that it's Friday as well?
Super excited. It's also the final Friday of our film boot camp over here. So I'm excited for the kids to finish.
How is that going, by the way?
Oh, it's great. They decided on a Nazi period drama, which caused me some consternation. But they're finishing their edits, and in about 35 minutes, they're coming in. We're going to screen them all. They're going to pick which one to show their parents. So it's terrific. We're very excited.
All right. And that is going on this summer, happening out. You're at the A-Leaf campus right now.
I'm at HCC A-Leaf, and this is our screening theater. Isn't it great?
It is pretty cool. I don't know, folks, if you haven't been out to the A-Leaf campus, they got a lot of neat toys out there. They have more toys than we do at HCCTV. So we may have to get out there and use some of them.
You should. We have a lot of fun out here.
Before we get to the show and our very special guest for the next half hour, want to remind everyone we're on HCC's district page, 10 a.m. every Monday through Friday, most of the time. And you can also catch us in social media. And Randy, they can watch us on HCCTV.
I'm super excited. Every day at 5 and 10, right?
Yes, noon, 5 and 10. That's right. Monday through Friday on HCCTV. Okay, Randy, we've got a great guest. Are you a fan of Ozark, by the way?
Huge fan of Ozark.
I know.
Super fangirl issues.
Incredible show. I know they're going to have a spinoff. They got to have a spinoff because they just got to. Incredible show on Netflix.
And twisty and fun and, just really terrific.
It's a great show.
Cast. Good writing.
It is a great writing. And speaking of the cast, we've got one of the cast members joining us this morning. We're devoting the entire show to one local actor as well as how he is using his celebrity status to inspire others with Down syndrome. Evan George Vourazeris is joining us now. And he's also with Nina Hargis, an actor publicist. Nina is with Nina Hargis Public Relations. Welcome to you both to the show. Thanks for being here. Can you hear us? Let's see if we might have a microphone issue. Nina, can you hear us? I think you might need to unmute your mic.
There you go.
There we go. All right. And Evan, if we can get you to unmute your mic too. We can't hear you yet. Let's see. There we go. Good to have you both with us on the show. Thanks for being here. Nina, thank you. Evan, people maybe look at you and say, I know you. Tell us about the character you played on Ozark.
So I am Tuck on the show as Tuck on Ozark.
That is incredible. Of course, a lot of folks will remember you from Ozark. And let's ask you first off, before I get to you, Evan, I want to talk with Nina. And maybe you can tell us a story about how Evan has made a worldwide impact.
Well, many people know that a lot of shows are starting to do inclusion in their shows, and they did want to include someone with a disability, but I don't think that they really understood the impact worldwide they would have. When people find out what I do, what do you do? I'm a publicist, and I tell them that Evan's my client. I had a lady that I met recently, and she told me my daughter has Down syndrome, and she can't watch the show. She's like 8 or 10 years old, but I show her pictures of Evan, on a show, a hit TV series, award-winning. I show her on the red carpet. He's meeting people. He's out there. He's advocating. And she just says it gives her daughter inspiration to achieve her dreams, but it also gives parents hope to know that their child can achieve their dreams. And it's just really amazing the impact he's made. So I'm glad that you're interviewing him today.
It's incredible, the impact. And Evan, let me start with asking you, you're from the Houston area, I believe out in the Katy area. How did you get started in acting?
So that's a good question, Todd. I started acting with my dad. My dad inspired me. Like, my dad is everything to me. Like, my parents supported me. My mom, my dad together as husband and wife, they supported themselves with two sons, me and my brother. But whenever me and my dad would pick a Sunday of the weekend, we would go out to the movies because that was our father bonding day. And so when we go to the movies, out of the blue, I know we have to be quiet in the theater. We have to be really quiet in the theater. And so I kind of whispered in my dad's ear, "Hey, Dad, do you think you can? Do you think I can end up on the big TV screen one day?" It was random, and so he said, "Son, whatever you want to do, I will support you, and I will support you along the way. But we have to be quiet in the theater." But he kind of told me, "You can do whatever you want in life. You can go and do it." That made me smile.
That's incredible. I mean, to have your father as your inspiration, that's being a father myself, that touches me because you always want to hear your kids, you inspire your kids. And it sounds like your dad certainly did that with you. Want to ask you though, Evan, how did you wind up on the cast of Ozark? How did that come about?
That's a good question too, Todd. Is that when I went to acting class in Houston, downtown, my acting coach, Crystal Martinez, I went to class started, and I knocked on the door, and she said, "Come on in." And so I went inside, and she said, "Okay, sit down, class started." And she said, "I need you to stay after class too." So I stayed the entire time. I didn't leave. And so she said, "Hey, I have an audition for you. Would you like to audition?" Say, "Sure." She didn't tell me what it was for. I had to read the scripts, the role of Tuck. And so from there, we auditioned. And I was thinking in my brain, in my own mind, what was the role for? And when I got home, I didn't know what was the role for. And so I was so confused. Then, and my talent agency called Patrick Bosby Talent, is that I get a phone call from my agent, and she goes, "Evan, how did you do with your audition?" "I think I did all right." "Are you sure about that? You think you did all right?" Say, I should have done better. Say, "Evan, you gotta be kidding me, right?" "Well, can I stop you for a second?" "Congratulations, Evan. You got the role to play Tuck on the hit original series called Ozark that stars Jason Bateman."
And Jason picked you himself, from what I hear, right?
Yes, sir. He had picked.
Incredible. Let me ask you this, because I've been a fan of Jason Bateman since the 80s when I was a kid and used to watch him. He's younger than me, but I was a kid then, so he was real little. Were you familiar with Jason Bateman before the series? Did you know him from TV? And what was he like in person?
So before Jason, I love the show Central Intelligence with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart. And of course, Jason Bateman was a part of it. Yep. But it was kind of cool to see them acting together. And I love The Rock and I love Kevin Hart. And of course, Jason was a part of it. And whenever I worked on Ozark, the very first thing I told Jason, my acting coach came with me the first episode, season 1. She said, "Evan, it's about Ozark. This is not about Central Intelligence." And everybody started laughing because I was talking about Jason's career as an actor.
Was he a nice guy in person?
He was.
Yeah, he seems like a very genuine person. Let me ask you this, because you also had a meeting with Lady Gaga, from what I understand, at the SAG Awards. How was that?
That was awesome. Like, I always think about that a lot through my mind, and also because my mind is alerted whenever I think about acting and advocacy. So whenever I met Lady Gaga at the Screen Actors Guild Awards in Los Angeles, I didn't know I would meet Lady Gaga. I just got out of the van to walk the carpet, and all these celebrities were walking the carpet, and I had to follow the rules because PR stuff, and so I had to follow directions with the people that were working it, and so I met all these celebrities, and later on I saw Lady Gaga, and she came up to me and said, "Hi, Evan." I said, "Do I know you?" I said, "I love your show on Ozark on Netflix." I said, "Thank you so much, man. You're like the biggest pop star singer on nationwide television. Like, and I'm hearing this from you." And I got so nervous. She said, "Man, you're so amazing. I love your character on the show." And she said, I told her, "Hey, Lady Gaga, I have a question. Shoot, I'm an advocate, and I'm not just an actor. I'm also an advocate, and I like to lift up people in their situations. So I know you don't like to talk about anything, but I'm gonna let you know this: you are beautiful, just the way you are." And she's like, "Oh," say, but you're beautiful inside. Just be yourself. Just be yourself, and don't let people discourage you. You got this." And she was thinking in her mind, it's like,
That's incredible. I mean, it's just so cool. I mean, one of the biggest pop stars in the world comes up to you and says, "Hey, I love your character on the show. I know who you are." And she knows your first name. That is way cool. I want to bring Randy into the conversation because Randy wanted to talk with you about how you're giving back to the community. Randy, let's get talking about We See Abilities.
So, Evan, I wanted to talk to you about We See Abilities because I think that your work as an advocate is so spectacular and special. So can you tell us about We See Abilities?
So We See Abilities is a documentary that was filmed, of course. The director, shout out Travis Dunn. Love you, dude. Miss you. I miss everybody in the Houston film industry. Oh my gosh. And so Travis directed a documentary about my life in We See Abilities, along with Mark Darkery. So basically, they talked about, they filmed it. I talked about my life lessons as a person with a disability. I don't call it disability. I'll call it We See Abilities. And because say if I look at somebody, I'm not going to say, "Hey, I'm not going to use the phrase disability. I see ability in you." And so I aspire to that. I show people encouragement not to give up. And that's what the movie is about my life lessons, what I faced when I was little, what I went through, my mom and my dad throughout my childhood years, teenager, through the adult years. When I was a kid, I had speech. I started a lot. Mm-hmm. And my brother told my parents that it'd be better if Evan, I want, my brother is so encouraging. You always would tell my parents, Evan needs to speak clearly. Evan needs speech impediment, basically speaking well, having conversations with people. That way, when I go into the real world, I can interact with people with not stuttering. Because I used to stutter when I was a kid.
That's amazing that your brother is so encouraging, that you have such a supportive and loving family. I know for my niece who lives with a disability, her brother is her biggest fan and her biggest encourager. So I think that's good on you. Now, you went to Katy High, right? And you just recently got an award at Katy High School. You were one of 6 honorees inducted into the Katy High Tiger Hall of Fame. Can you tell me about that?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was a big achievement.
You know what? I think we have a clip of the speech that you made there.
Okay.
Can we watch that?
Sure. I am an actor on a hit visual series called Ozark on Netflix. I'm so excited to be here. And not only that, even though I'm an actor, I like to motivate people. You know what motivate people means? You know, I don't say this a lot. And this is my first time to say this. I have Down syndrome, and I'm proud of it. You know why? I don't care what people think of me. I'm living my life just the way that I am.
That looks like an amazing night. Evan, how was that for you that day?
That was an incredible night. Like, thank you, Stacey Torres, for nominating me for the Katy Tiger Hall of Fame. Hall of Honor, I mean.
That's right.
And I appreciate her friendship for believing in me. Like most people, I promise myself I'm not gonna cry. It was a great feeling to be able to have that opportunity to travel with my mom and my aunt. And guess, my brother, he's a doctor. And so my brother, he was trying to think, he wanted to go. He really did. He really wanted to go support me. But like, he didn't know either. Like, because, his job is more important than, going to an award ceremony. But when I was there in Katy, my brother sent me a text message and he said, "Hey, Evan, guess where I'm at right now? You're in El Paso. You're inside a restaurant." And I'm like, take one more guess. That looks like downtown Houston. What? Oh my gosh, you're in Houston? Say, wait a second, you're gonna go to the awards? Say, I'm going. I started crying.
What a special night. What a special thing.
I started crying, and I was so happy that he was able to go, because he takes his job so seriously. And plus, I went with my mom and my aunt. I was expecting him to come, but he did.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, wait, you have been making the rounds. Were you not recently on Reach for a Star?
Yes, I was a part of that organization. Reach for a Star. I don't know much about it. I think it's called illness. I don't.
Critically ill children.
Ill children.
Yeah.
So it was an awesome feeling to be able to be a part of it. Reach for a Star. I haven't done much with them lately, but I want to. It's just I did an event with the Chucamania here in El Paso with Reach for a Star. So pretty soon I'll probably do more with them.
Yeah, and they raise money to, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
So they raise money to grant wishes to children who are ill. And they were really trying to make sure that people went to the event, and they knew Evan was a draw. So they said, hey, can he come out? And he gave an amazing motivational message at the beginning, and it was really great. And children got to benefit from that. So he loves just being able to give back to the community.
Evan, as a parent, you inspire me because, hearing you speak about your parents and speak about your brother and how they inspired you and helped you along the way. It's very heartwarming as a parent to hear that. Your parents must be incredibly proud of.
Yeah. I will tell you something, Todd. Whenever my dad, he's listening to me, but he will always support us throughout our lives. He will say, if you're gonna get into something, you cannot quit. You cannot quit. If it's like a sport. If you play the sports, you gotta stick with it throughout. You cannot quit. Yeah. Same with acting. You want to be an actor? Stick with it. Do not quit. And guess what? Guess where I'm at right now?
Where are you now?
I am reaching for my stars.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing a lot more of you in the future, and I'm sure we will, Evan. Evan George Vourazeris, we appreciate you joining us, and Nina Hargis, also an actor. Evan, continued success. If they do an Ozark spinoff, I know I want to see you involved with that somehow or another, okay? So looking forward to that. We look forward to seeing you in the future in other projects, and we thank you for joining us on our show today.
Thank you, Evan.
And thank you, HCCTV.
Thank you so much. All right. What an incredible story. You caught it here on HCCTV's Up to the Minute. Glad you're with us. We've got a few announcements we're going to get into. Let's talk about convocation, Randy, because that's coming up.
HCC has opened registration for Convocation Fall 2022. I forgot what year it was for a moment. And the theme is harnessing our entrepreneurial capacity, which has 2 sessions in Stafford, transportation provided from 3 campuses to get you there. First 500 to register will receive a limited edition of Carol Dweck's Mindset book. So that's Friday, August 19th at Stafford Center. 10 a.m. in the morning, 2 p.m. is the afternoon session.
You going to be there?
I cannot make it because my son starts at Katy High School, and that's like the first Saturday he's back at school.
Well, I think we're going to record it. So I think you'll be in luck.
Yes, I would like to see it.
See it. All right. Another thing that's coming up on August the 5th, that's a week from today, as a matter of fact, the Women's Business Shower, Open for Business event. HCC's Open for Business is hosting a business shower celebrating women entrepreneurs. It is 9 a.m. to noon next Friday, August the 5th, happening at HCC's Central Campus. We'll have a lot of guest speakers. You can register in advance and attend the event.
Now, I want to bring up my friend Fatima HCC Adjunct Professor's Film Fund. She's Black Rebel Productions. She was recently a Film Friday guest. She is funding Project Mia and Anna. It's brilliant. I'm already on board as a contributor. One of the first of its kind. It's a psychological body horror film related to eating disorders. And we're going to have some information about that in the post after the show.
Yeah, she's been on the show before. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Somebody turned the lights off on you.
I know. Somebody turned my lights off.
There's a horror story. Yeah, I know. You've got something going on behind you.
I didn't move enough in the it was very bizarre.
Yeah, she's been on the show before, and I've seen her on Facebook and LinkedIn. I know she does like a horror series, doesn't she?
Yes, she does great work. It's all really different from a unique point of view and terrific stuff. So go and look out in the post after the show. Mia and Anna help fund this faculty project, which I think is genius.
Okay. All right. You can make a difference by investing in our students' futures by supporting HCC Foundation Scholarship. There are countless examples of students who have graduated and moved on to brighter futures because of such generous donations from faculty and staff. Now's the time to donate. We'll have a link in our social media post after the show. And the Eagle Promise program is back, Randy.
Yes, the Eagle Promise program offers qualifying students money to cover tuition, fees, and books every semester. We're going to have a link in the post after the show. Make sure to get it. Free money, kids.
Free money. Fall registration is underway right now. And I'm sure if you are ready to register, now's the time to do so. Fall semester is going to be here before you know it. You can still register now. I believe you can still fill out that FAFSA application if you need financial aid or scholarships. All that's available if you register now. 5 ways to learn. 2 of them are online. 2 of them are hybrid. 1 of them is traditional in-person classes where you can attend classes with Randy, like she's doing on a campus right now. Excited. Yeah. So go to hccs.edu/apply today. You know, before we get to next week's shows, real quickly, I just want to mention Evan was such an inspiring story. He seemed to have such true gratitude for his family, for his, for his brother, his dad, but also he inspired Lady Gaga, and that just doesn't happen every day.
I honest to God, teared up. I mean, yeah. I'm like you, I'm a parent. My niece, it has cerebral palsy. So people have always told her what she can't do. It's so great for her to see people doing things and being told what she can do and how much she can achieve. And it's so terrific that he has this great family support. I mean,
yeah. And I'm not sure if you knew, but apparently his father passed in 2020.
Oh,
it's it's such an incredible story. So continued success, Evan. Thank you for being on the show. Monday, Fred Batiste of the HCC's Egalitarian will be here. Dr. Amy Tan's going to be back. Mental Health Monday. We got a lot going on, folks. And Randy, you're back next week? Yeah?
Absolutely. I'm here as long as you want me to be here.
Okay. All right. You've been warned. Thank you, Randy. Thanks for being here.
Guys.
Thanks all of you for being here. We're going to see you Monday. Have a good weekend.